At 11, a local business preparing for the holiday meal rush disrupted by the theft of their trailer. Now they're reaching out to the community.
It's not like we have deep pockets to go out and buy another one.
Plus, with winter upon us, how local agencies are preparing for severe weather and their request to drivers. And later, we stop by downtown Portland as the holiday shopping season reaches its peak. But first, on this Sunday night, we're going to take a look at the weather. We're just 3 days away from Christmas, and we've been enduring the rain on and off all day today, with cool temperatures going along with it. Thanks for joining us tonight here at 11. I'm John Adams. Celine Stevens is here as well with us tonight. And although the rain will continue, you say there's a short break in that rain coming up, Celine.
Definitely. It's our early Christmas gift, really. Okay, Monday, it looks like we're going to get to start a little bit dry, and we may even get to see the sun. That's always a treat. But right now, it's a little rainy out there. We're sitting at 54 degrees at the moment. Those winds coming out of the south at 8 miles per hour. And so taking a look at our satellite over the last few hours, we've had that rain on and off throughout the day. It started back up, and it's going to be continuing until around just after midnight. Then it'll finally calm down. Again, showers in some areas, other areas staying dry. But for the most part, you've seen the rain at some point today. We've seen almost around 2/10 of an inch throughout this Sunday. And so looking at our futurecast, like I mentioned, Monday gets to start a bit dry. This rain starts to fade out, but just after midnight. By around 4 a.m., we're pretty much dry. We're dealing with the clouds. Early morning, we may get a break and see some partly sunny skies before that next system comes on in. By Monday, 6:30, we should be seeing the rain return. Some moderate rainfall at times as well. This passes out by early Tuesday, Christmas Eve. Some scattered showers throughout Tuesday, and then we get another little bit of a brief few dry hours before Wednesday's Christmas Day system comes in, and that brings us the real rain. We'll get to that a bit later. Tomorrow in the morning, cool and partially sunny. We're sitting in the mid-40s. By noon, it's 50 degrees, and we're staying dry until we get to around 4 p.m. Then we're sitting in the mid-50s, but just a couple hours after that, the rain comes in. Again, we'll talk all about what to expect for Christmas Day coming up in a bit. John?
All right, Celine, we'll see you later in the show. Well, new tonight, Newport police are investigating an in-custody death at the Lincoln County Jail. Around 11:45 this morning, jail deputies found Stephen Riley in his cell unresponsive. Paramedics pronounced him dead despite life-saving efforts. Riley was in custody over a DUII and reckless endangerment warrant. The sheriff's office said deputies completed a welfare check about 26 minutes before finding Riley unresponsive. Oregon State Police have also released new information on a deadly crash in Clatsop County that happened Thursday. Investigators say a car driven by 26-year-old Alexander Crawford hit a semi head-on after trying to pass a different semi on Highway 30 about 5 miles southwest of Bradwood, Oregon. Crawford of Claxcani was taken to the hospital but died of his injuries. The semi driver declined medical attention. In Seattle, the man accused of stabbing and killing a bus driver Wednesday has been arrested on murder charges. Court documents state it started as an argument between the two about a window on the bus. Bus driver Sean Yim asked the suspect Richard Sitzlak to get off the bus, and while following Sitzlak off, Yim was pepper sprayed, kicked, and ultimately stabbed multiple times. Police body cam footage of the arrest showed Sitzlak sleeping on a different bus about 2 hours after the killing.
When I saw his face, I was excited that they had made the arrest, but I was also really angry. He killed a bus driver, and then, yeah, he felt comfortable enough to get back onto one and fall asleep. Maybe it's all he knew how to do, but it still hurt a bit, you know, just that he would do that.
Last night, fellow drivers and passengers gathered for a vigil to honor the life of Sean Yim and call for safety improvements.
I'm just so sad because as a passenger, I wish I could have been there for him, or that this whole system could have been there for him.
Sitzlak could make his first court appearance as early as Monday. Back in Portland, we're trying to learn more about a shooting that sent a person to the hospital. It happened around 1:30 this morning outside of the Plaid Pantry at Southeast 52nd and Holgate Boulevard. Portland police have not provided any information, but we did see evidence markers near bullet casings and a person lying inside the store who was taken away in an ambulance. A Tigard restaurant is asking for the community's help after their trailer loaded with supplies was stolen early this morning. Surveillance cameras caught the theft on video. Now the family-owned business hopes customers will stop in to buy a holiday favorite to help them recover from the loss. For many families, having tamales as part of Christmas celebrations is a yearly tradition.
This time of year is very important for people to get their tamales in their holidays.
Which makes this the busiest time of year for the Tamale House, a Tigard staple for 15 years. But making all of the tamales necessary over the next few days will now be a challenge after thieves stole the restaurant's trailer loaded with supplies.
It was the masa for the tamales, the lard, and the corn husk. 3 main ingredients for making tamales.
Surveillance video shows a tan SUV pulling into the parking lot early Sunday morning. You can see someone get out of the vehicle to attach it to the trailer before driving away. Jump says the tamale ingredients inside the trailer were worth a few $1,000s. That doesn't even include the value of the trailer itself.
It's just frustrating for a small business. You know, it's not like we have deep pockets to go out and buy another one. That ain't gonna happen.
It will also be a challenge to find enough quality tamale ingredients this time of year to fill their orders.
We need to make 5,000 tamales to cover what's over there in the next 2 days.
Jump says it will most likely take the business around 3 to 4 months to fully recover from the theft. This is his message for the thieves who took it.
Yeah, I don't care who you are, I don't care about, just bring my trailer back. Drop it off in the parking lot, drive away. I don't care. I just want my trailer. That's the bottom line.
Well, the restaurant has also set up a GoFundMe page for people able to help out. We have a link to that included in this article on KGW.com. In Southwest Portland, a section of road has been blocked off since the morning after a water main break. This was the scene earlier this morning at Southwest 1st Avenue in Arthur. Drivers have been asked to avoid the area while crews make repairs. Portland Water Bureau says no one is out of water because of the break, but nearby customers may see pressure changes or temporary discoloration of their water. Local and state transportation agencies are advising the public to take steps to prepare for potential snow, ice, and other severe weather conditions. Leaders met at PBOT's Albina Yard earlier this week to learn how each agency is doing their part to respond to winter weather. Now this year, PBOT says it got extra funding to ensure they have enough resources to keep up with the city's needs.
We were able to identify funding to make sure that we were able to provide the level of service that we've committed to over the course of the past several years. So we won't see a reduction in service, but we are intentional about making sure that we contain the work that we're doing so that we're able to track it, we're able to determine what we need to do for future budget cycles.
We also spoke to the Oregon Department of Transportation. They told us their equipment and teams are ready to respond when snow falls, but they still recommend you keep an emergency kit in your car throughout the year. And if you do get stuck in severe weather, stay inside your car while waiting for emergency crews to respond.
It is very unsafe to exit your vehicle and abandon your vehicle for 2 reasons. One, that puts you at risk on the road because you're out on an active freeway. And also it means that your vehicle, because it's going to impact snowplow operations because it's blocking the roadway, we will have to impound the vehicle and take it to a tow lot, and that will incur you a cost.
And lastly, whether it's delays due to traffic, weather, or construction, be patient while you're out there on the road. Well, there are now just 2 more shopping days left until Christmas. So for a lot of people today, that was their best bet for getting things done. Catherine Cook shows us how downtown Portland is drawing people in to support small businesses.
Sunday afternoon in downtown Portland, where for some, the wonderment of Christmas means wondering why they're still shopping.
I'm actually just starting, okay? Because I haven't done any Christmas shopping because I've been so busy with business.
Connie Haynes gets a pass, and frankly, so does everyone else because there are still a few days to go. And each day counts for small businesses like those in Morgan's Alley on Southwest Broadway, like Nuke's Hot Sauce. It's one of the PDX pop-up shops. Every year, downtown Portland Clean and Safe helps independent businesses turn empty storefronts into their own brick and mortars, even just for a season.
Really grateful to have been accepted into the program. We usually do farmers markets and things like that, where we usually just bring our sauces and that's it. But here you can see much more. There's merch and fun storytelling about the whole history of the business.
For customers, buying small and local means something extra.
When you know the person that made it and you can give it to them as a gift, that's always more special than just going to a shop where you don't know who made it, you're just picking up some stuff.
Next door at Bentley Floors, owner Kelly Birkenbein will have this space for one more weekend, but hopes to stay in the area beyond that. She sees her blooming arrangements against the cityscape like a metaphor for all the small businesses ready to grow.
I don't know if people realize how much small business is down here. It's people's dreams. Dream after dream after dream, and everybody has different dreams. And down here, that's what puts the heart in our city.
For some, last-minute holiday shopping is a strategic move, an opportunity to come out here and take advantage of fun, festive incentives like a sudden change in weather. At Director Park, fake snow means real fun, an absolute hit for families hoping to keep things light.
My daddy wouldn't go in the snow, so we threw snow at him.
And suddenly, the day is done. And for a lucky few,
yeah, but we got our last minute gifts and so we're all set. Yeah.
So is the holiday shopping. In downtown Portland, Catherine Cook, KGW News.